The Air Force Base premises, where a senior citizen died recently in an attack by a pack of stray dogs, is not very far from here. We are now at Jalahalli, a neighborhood in Bengaluru. Ever since the unfortunate incident, there seems to be a flurry of activities from the side of authorities. But what the incident also seems to have triggered is a deluge of misinformation, calls for relocation of dogs, and aggression towards dog feeders. Kam Raghavan, who's the founder at All Paws Community, has been running a feeding program for stray dogs for the last 11 years. The program, which feeds about 500 dogs a day, has apparently helped to bring down the number of dog bite incidents in the neighborhood to zero.
So we started feeding in a very small way, was started with maybe 10 dogs, biscuits, then became 20. And then as we started going interiors, we saw more and more dogs which looked malnourished. So anyway, over the last 11 years, the area we cover has grown exponentially.
According to 2023 data from BBMP, there are about 2.79 lakh stray dogs in Bengaluru. 30 to 35,000 dog bites are recorded every year. In order to bring down the aggression of stray dogs, animal birth control operations and anti-rabies vaccinations are very important.
If you're thinking about controlling the population of dogs, the only way we're going to do it is by engaging with them, by becoming friends with them. You are able to catch them for sterilization, but more importantly also vaccinate them, which means you're creating a more safer environment for humans and dogs alike. So I think anything like this, where you're caring for a large number of dogs, it can only happen if you have the community engagement as well.
As per the BBMP data, ABC programs have helped in bringing down the number of stray dogs in the city by 10% between 2019 and 2023. It also claims that 73% of dogs have been sterilized. While animal activists acknowledge the efforts by BBMP, they feel more can be done.
There's two elements to it. For the program to be really effective, I think there has to be more community engagement. BBMP will need to also be cognizant of the fact that, if they just turn up once in a blue moon and do a kind of a covering the area for a period of time, it's not going to work. It has to be consistent. It has to be also done keeping in mind that these dogs don't survive in shelter environments for too long. They crave their freedom, they love running around, and I think for an indie dog, that's the most important thing. So we have to structure a program which allows for more dogs to be sterilized, but in a more sanitized, hygienic environment, which is not the case now.
ಇಷ್ಟು ನಾಯಿ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಇಷ್ಟು ನಾಯಿ ನನಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟು. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾಯಿ ಕೂಡ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಒಂದೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಇಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ ಹೆಸರು ಕರೆದಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅವು ನಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನಾನು ಕರೆದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಂದ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದುಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ.
When we go under the 12th schedule, okay, 74th amendment, okay, so and under entry 15, okay, we have cattle pound and prevention of cruelty to animals. So prevention of cruelty to animals, okay, is a very prime important duty, okay, of the local authorities. That is, all the animals should be ensured that there is no cruelty. And now when you go under animal birth control rules, okay, ABC rules 2023, which got notified on 10th March 2023, under that when you see rule 21, okay, it is the responsibility of the local authority to ensure that the stray animal get its food. Coming under the BBMP Act 2020, when you see section 107, under that core function, prevention of cruelty to animals is a core function of BBMP. Okay, so BBMP also failed in its duty in enforcing the provisions of the Prevention of Cruelty Act since 2020. BBMP Act came in 2020, but now still it is not this one. Now, okay, after the incidents, everything, now BBMP is becoming very proactive.
It's only understandable that everybody cannot be taking on the responsibilities of caring for community animals. But There are ways we can learn to coexist with them.
One or two things which really annoys dogs. One is scream really loudly, because that just alarms the dog and it thinks that somebody is trying to harm it. The second thing is, when you're actually throwing things at a dog, your intent might be to play, not to hurt, but the dog doesn't know it. So it will charge back. So it has to be, these things have to be taught at home, taught at schools. So kids know how to behave around dogs which are out on the road. In terms of what you can do when there's a pack of aggressive dogs, I think there's something called, be like a tree, which is just a tree doesn't really move too much. So you just stand still. And that basically emanates back to the dogs that, you're not to be kind of messed with. So they will stay away. It's not easy to do, because if you see a pack of dogs coming at you, your instinct is to run. That's exactly the wrong thing to do, because they will then start chasing. And if at all you feel like it, buy a packet of biscuits and feed them, and they'll be friends for life.
If we can't feed them or vaccinate them, can we be neutral towards them? Can we at least let the sleeping dogs lie? For more such videos and stories, keep following The Hindu.